I'm Greg Fu, Sports Chef Guru. Welcome to my show, everybody. A lot to get to today. A lot of basketball, football. This is the best time of the year to the sports wager. We have 4 different sports going on, 5 right now. So there's a lot to go, and that's good because, not every day you're going to have the most success. You can come back with good bets, and we do have some good bets today I want to share with you. We'll start off here in college basketball. Wisconsin, Milwaukee's at home. These are low-profile teams. It's early in the season. These conferences obviously are playing each other. You don't have a real strong read on these games, but we try to go with the fundamentals. I've been doing this over 2 decades, so I know which positions to focus on, and this is one I'm looking at. It's a 5 o'clock start West Coast time. We have a -160 money line for Wisconsin, Milwaukee at home. They're playing Kansas City, a WAC team, so Horizon versus WAC. Again, the spread is relatively low for this position. We like to stay with home teams in all these sports, whether they're a dog or a small favorite or a favorite. We like to stay consistent with home teams, but I'll bet any position that I feel we have an advantage to make money on. So we'll go with Wisconsin, Milwaukee. You'll notice I have a lot of my supplements up here. I take these daily, most of these. I also drink bottled water only out of the glass most of the time. That's the best way to get it. It cuts down on most of the issues that you can have from regular spring water. So if you can afford these, stay with these. Certainly the supplements are good for you. And again, I've been restoring my health the last almost year now. I work with a nutrition coach, Julie. She's usually here with me once a week. So make sure you come on the show every day. Watch the show every day. We have good picks. I also help you with your nutrition. I usually make a meal. We don't have time for that today. I usually go over recipes, usually using only organic ingredients, but we don't have time for that today. There's just too much going on. Again, Wisconsin, Milwaukee on the money line. Moving on to the later games, we have Utah at home against Minnesota. Again, they're -4. We like to get rid of that spread. We're going to go with the money line in this game. It's -180. We think that spread's reasonable for this position.
-210.
I'm sorry, it's gone up to 210. So the money is steaming. Thanks, Mark. Money is steaming up. And what I like to do is I like to pair teams in this position. I have a game to pair with Utah, and it's Cal in the Pac-12. They're at home against Cal Baptist. And again, Cal's been undervalued. We've had them twice this year. We've made money in both positions. We had them at Pepperdine in the opening game, and then we came back with them against UNLV. Both games won. And so we're going to stay with Cal in this position against Cal Baptist. We know that the Pac-12 is better than the WAC, and so we have that advantage working for us as well. Cal's carrying momentum from the last 2 wins. Cal Baptist has played a weak schedule this year, so we're going to stay strong with Cal today as well. Also, we want to go to Irvine. They're at Boise State. Irvine has a tradition of being a pretty solid program. So when we think we have an advantage against a team, especially getting points, this is a little bit of a smaller conference in the Big West with UC Irvine. Boise's got some issues with some of their players who are ineligible this year. They're off to a 1-1 start. So we're going to try and take advantage. That number is up to 4.5. 4.5. Thanks, Mark. So you can buy that to 5 if you want to take the 4.5. We're going to stay with Irvine anyway. This position is reasonable for them, so we'll come back with Irvine. And again, with Utah, let me recap here the college basketball. We have Wisconsin, Milwaukee at home on the money line against Kansas City. And then we go over to California, Pac-12, Cal at home against Cal Baptist. And we're going to put that on the money line with Utah. They're at home against Minnesota. Minnesota, again, it's a Big Ten team, but they're kind of a weak team. They always kind of struggle every year. Coach Pitino hasn't really been able to bring this team over the edge. They don't usually get the best players as well. Again, but they are a formidable opponent. But we like Utah at home. Always a tough team. We have the altitude working in our favor there. And again, Irvine is at Boise, and they're getting 4. So those 3 games in college basketball I want you to focus on tonight. Then we have going to college football. San Diego State's a small favorite at home against Fresno. This is a Mountain West matchup. Right now, obviously, San Diego State at 7-2 is going to be in a bowl game. Fresno State's 4-5, so they need to win their next 2 out of 3 to get to eligible for a bowl. You have to be at least 500, and they're going to bring it to San Diego State. But we like SDSU in this position anyway at home. Both these teams are solid last year. Fresno State and SDSU are always a good program. But this year it looks like Fresno's struggling a little bit, and we're going to try and take advantage of that with a consistent San Diego State team at home. That game's a 6:30 game. They'll be partying out there at San Diego State, helping their team stay motivated. So we have 4 plays tonight I want you to focus on. Again, at SDSU at home as a small favorite. Now we're going to get rid of those points and take the money line SDSU. We have that at 115 right now. So the money is coming into Fresno. That's okay. It's cheaper for us to bet the game. We want to eliminate those points. That money's coming because they're a desperate team trying to make the bowl. That's all right. We're staying with this position anyway. And again, Wisconsin-Milwaukee at home, -160. You want to money line that as well. Get rid of the points. It is only 2.5, so you can bet the points if you like. I like to eliminate them. Irvine at Boise, getting 4.5. And you can buy that up to 5 if you like. Utah on the money line, again, paired with Cal. We want to bring those 2 games together, and those money lines will cover a parlay. You can also lay these points as well and parlay that as well, or straight bet them. I call it layering, so you could do money line, and then you can bet the points. And then again, you're trying to maximize your profits. Money management's real important, so make sure you bet the same amount on every game. Unless I indicate that a game has more value to us, we always bet the same amount on these games. So looks like 4 positions tonight, favorable. We like all these spots. That's why I'm sharing with you on my show. Come back to my show every day. I've been doing this for over 2 decades, helping clients make money on their consistent profits every year in all these sports. Also, go to my website, sportsguru.com, subscribe, because when you subscribe, you get an alert when I have these videos. When we make these videos, you will be alerted, so you can go to the video, see who we're playing for the day. Again, normally I cover recipes. Today we don't have time for that, but again, supplements are very important. Go to your local organic store, any store that specializes. If they have a nutrition coach or some of the employees are consultants, they can help you pick out good ingredients for your cooking and also good supplements for yourself too, because they matter. They'll change your life, so you'll feel better. Again, if you can't be wealthy if you're not healthy, our motto is we're going to change this world one good meal and one good bed at a time. So please, folks, be responsible with your food. Eat good, use good ingredients. Make good, great ingredients. Good ingredients make food taste better. It's healthy for you. Let me be your coach. Let me be your sports handicapping coach. Again, I have a nutrition coach in there. She'll help you out as well with these supplements and the different recipes that we go over. But for today, I covered the games already. Eat healthy. Let's make some money today in these games. Come back to our show tomorrow. Big weekend coming up. We're excited about this time of the year for bets. Stay with us. See you tomorrow. Thanks for being here.